Good evening and salam sejahtera. Okay, students, today we are going to learn internal structure of a leaf and the adaptation for the photosynthesis process. Kacau betul lah benda tu. Salam sejahtera and good evening everybody. Okay, students, we are going to learn internal structure of a leaf and how this internal structure of a leaf adapt for the photosynthesis process. Okay, so first, they have the structure of upper epidermis and lower epidermis that covered by thin layer of transparent waxy cuticle. The function is to reduce water loss by evaporation from the leaf and allow the free passage of light. Okay, second one, the lower epidermis. What is the specialization of the lower epidermis? Lower epidermis have stoma. Okay, here, this is the stomata, ini stomata, right? Stomata. And this stomata is surrounded by a pair of gut cells. So this gut cell will make sure the stomata is opening and closing. Depends on the condition of the light. So what is the function of this stomata? Is to allow carbon dioxide to diffuse into the leaf, oxygen and water vapor to diffuse out. Okay, then Palisade mesophyll consists of tightly packed cells that contain many chloroplasts. So Palisade mesophyll ni, they has many chloroplasts to allow the absorption of the maximum amount of sunlight. Okay, maksudnya cahaya matahari pada tahap yang maksimum. Okay, Spongy Mesophyll. The cells that contain some chloroplast. Still contains chloroplast but a few compared to the Palisade mesophyll. Okay. Consists of loosely packed cell with large air space. So this is the air space, this is the air space, air space. Okay, air space, air space. Why? To allow rapid diffusion of gases. So this aspect of function is to allow the rapid diffusion of gases. Xylem and phloem, known as vascular bundle. So the function for xylem is transport water and mineral ions. Phloem transport the organic products such as sucrose. So organic product ni adalah product from the photosynthesis process. Okay, now we are going to learn the important part of the photosynthesis process, that is the chloroplast. Okay, chloroplast. So this is the structure of the chloroplast. You can also refer your buku text, page 42. Okay. Stroma. Okay, this is the stroma. The area dalam ni, ini adalah stroma. Okay. Alright, satu keping macam one keping duit shilling ni, kita namakan dia sebagai thylakoid. Okay, the arrangement of the thylakoid is known as granum. Okay, so make sure you tahulah. Okay, the structure of the chloroplast. Okay, so this is the laminar leaf. Okay, then kita cut sedikit, kita take out. Okay, take out the leaf cross section. Then kita take out one cell only. Then you can see this is the photosynthetic cell. Photosynthetic cell, that means there has many chloroplasts here. The green color is the chloroplast. So many chloroplasts in the photosynthetic cell. So we cut off this chloroplast. We enlarge the diagram. So dia jadi macam ni lah. Okay. Alright, this is the chloroplast. Now, we look at one by one the structure of the chloroplast. Okay. Enclosed by a double membrane. This is the outer membrane. This is the inner membrane. So, chloroplast enclosed by a double membrane. Okay, ada dua dia punya membrane bertindan. Filled with a jelly-like fluid or stroma. Okay, here this is a stroma. Okay, cecair berbentuk jelly. Okay, contain enzyme. So, stroma contain enzyme. What is the function of the enzyme? Kita akan tengok nanti. Chlorophyll is located in the thylakoid membrane. So, yang saya kata satu keping duit shilling ni, semua kita namakan sebagai thylakoid. Satu-satu keping tu. So this is the cross section of the thylakoid. Okay, sebab bila kita potong thylakoid dia nampak bentuk macam ni. Sebab tu bila kita tengok dalam gambar raja, chloroplast, okay, bentuk dia berkeping-keping. Ini adalah dia punya thylakoid. Okay, so bila kita potong, kita nampak dalam thylakoid macam ni, the green colour. So, dalam thylakoid ni lah terletaknya chlorophyll. So, kalau ada soalan tanya, where is the location of the chlorophyll? So, chlorophyll is located in the thylakoid membrane. Okay. Alright, a stack of thylakoid is known as granum. Sekarang saya dah katakan thylakoid satu keping shilling dan susunan dia semua bila kita satu package tu kita namakan sebagai granum. Okay, so chloroplast is the site for photosynthesis. How the chloroplast function as a site for photosynthesis? Okay. Outer membrane, inner membrane, stroma, thylakoid, granum. Okay. A bridge that yang menghubungkan antara granum and granum ni kita namakan sebagai apa? Sebagai lamine. Okay, lamine. Dia adalah bridge that lamine dia menghubungkan antara granum dengan granum. Okay, lamine. Outer membrane, inner membrane, thylakoid. Okay, arrangement of the thylakoid is granum dan stroma. So, rantai-rantai inilah yang menghubungkan antara thylakoid dengan thylakoid inilah kita namakan sebagai lamine. Okay. So, this is the chromatography. Chromatography ni adalah sejenis eksperimen yang kita gunakan to separate the photosynthetic pigment in a leaf using paper. Okay, paper tu nama dia adalah paper chromatography. Okay, kita nak carry out, kita nak investigate. Okay, untuk pisahkan pigment-pigment fotosintesis. Kan ada color-color kan? Pigment-pigment fotosintesis tu kita gunakan paper chromatography. Okay, ni kita akan buat di makmal lah. Okay, the solvent. Loading point. Okay, this is the calculation lah to find out the RF value. Okay. Right. So, tadi kita dah habis kepada the structure of the chloroplast, where the chloroplast is the site of photosynthesis. Now, we are going to learn what are the mechanism or process that occur inside the chloroplast. Kita dah tahu proses yang berlaku di dalam chloroplast adalah photosynthesis. Okay, so photosynthesis is dividing into two stages. Okay, one is light dependent. Light dependent ni dulu kita panggil sebagai light reaction. Maksudnya dia berlaku semasa ada cahaya matahari. And light independent reaction dulu kita namakan sebagai dark reaction. Maksudnya dia berlaku pada waktu tidak ada cahaya matahari. So, this is the light dependent reaction. This is the light independent. Okay, light independent reaction. Okay. Okay, look at here. Okay, this is the process. You must understand the process. Okay, look at here. This is the photosynthesis process. Okay, chloroplast, thylakoid. Okay, the arrangement is random lah. Kita tahu. This is the stroma. Okay, what happened in the thylakoid? Okay. Thylakoid, kita tahu dalam thylakoid ada chlorophyll. Okay, ada chlorophyll. So, the light dependent reaction occurs in the thylakoid in the granum, whereas the dark reaction occurs in the stroma. Okay, because thylakoid contain chlorophyll. Inside the thylakoid is chlorophyll. So, the function of the chlorophyll is trap sunlight. So, dalam ni ada chlorophyll. Kita tahu fungsi chlorophyll adalah trap sunlight. Okay, so sunlight trapped by the chlorophyll in the thylakoid. Okay, so when the chlorophyll in the granum or in the thylakoid absorb the light energy, the absorbed energy activate. Tenaga yang diserap tadi, tenaga matahari yang diserap oleh chlorophyll ni, dia activates the chlorophyll and causes it to release high energy electron. So dia mengaktifkan chlorophyll ni supaya chlorophyll ni melepaskan elektron. Okay, satu elektron. At the same time, pada masa yang sama, at the same time, okay, at the same time, this light energy causes water, okay, in the chlorophyll. Water diffuse into the cell, then diffuse into the chloroplast and diffuse into the chlorophyll. And at the same time, the sunlight tadi trapped by the chlorophyll will split. Okay, we split the water, okay, split the water into first into hydrogen ion and hydroxide ion. Okay, jadi matahari yang trapped by the chlorophyll tadi, first this light energy that activates the chlorophyll and causes to release high energy electron. Another function, the split or the split the water to form hydroxide ion and hydrogen ion. Okay, the process of the dissociation of the water is called photolysis. Okay, photolysis of water. Photo is cahaya, lysis is pecah. Jadi cahaya memecahkan molekul air menjadi ion hidrogen dan ion hydroxide. Okay, so each hydrogen ion, okay, receive an electron. Okay, so hydrogen ion here, they receive the electron that released from the chlorophyll tadi. Okay, become hydrogen atom. So this electron will receive by the hydrogen ion, become hydrogen atom. Okay, so this hydrogen atom will enter the dark reaction or enter the light independent reaction and combine with the carbon dioxide to form carbohydrates. So this hydrogen atom, they will combine with this carbon dioxide. Okay. And because of the excitation of the electron tadi, they will produce the ATP. ATP is the energy. Okay. So, during the light dependent reaction, okay, light dependent reaction, okay, they will produce, alright, ATP that using in the light independent reaction and also produce oxygen ion. So, oxygen is the product of the light dependent reaction. Where the oxygen come from? From here lah, OH minus ni. Awak dah belajar kimia kan, macam mana dia boleh melepaskan oksigen ni untuk menjadi gas oksigen. Okay. So, settle the light dependent reaction. So, remember the light dependent reaction, the product is oxygen. Okay, and this oxygen is released by the stomata to the environment and we inhale this oxygen. Okay, in the light independent reaction, okay, this carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, okay, diffuse into the leaf, combine with the hydrogen. Hydrogen ni, atom hydrogen tadi. So, this carbon dioxide will combine with the hydrogen atom that release from the light dependent reaction. Okay. After a series of reaction catalyzed by enzyme, still remember this is the stroma. In the stroma contain enzyme. So, this enzyme will dia punya function is to catalyze the reaction. So, after a series of reaction catalyzed by this enzyme, glucose is formed. Glucose dihasilkan. Okay. And the energy needed for this process is provided by ATP. ATP from where? From light dependent reaction. Okay. So, this ATP yang digunakan untuk enzim ini catalyze the combination of the carbon dioxide and hydrogen to form glucose, okay, or sugar as a product. So, dark reaction, light independent reaction will produce glucose, okay, or sugar or sucrose. Okay, mana-manalah asalkan dia adalah carbohydrate. And this glucose will keep in the leaf in the form of starch. Kita akan simpan dalam bentuk kanji. Okay, so this is the mechanism of light dependent reaction and light independent reaction. Okay. Ni yang sama saya cerita tadilah. Alright. Okay, occurs in the thylakoid. Okay. Water. Undergo the photolysis of water. Okay. First, they form the hydrogen ion and hydroxide ion. Then ada proses di situlah dan hasilnya menghasilkan oksigen yang saya explain tadilah. Okay. Occurs in stroma. So, di sini dia nak show the light dependent reaction occurs in the thylakoid and form oxygen as a product. In the light independent reaction occurs in the stroma and form sugar or glucose as the product. Okay. So, this is what happened. Like I stated before, the storytelling about the light dependent reaction just now. Okay, light energy. Right, absorbed by the chlorophyll. Okay, this is the process lah. Okay. Right. Then carbon dioxide. Okay. So this energy ATP, okay, is used by the light independent reaction. and also NADPH lah also used in the light independent reaction. So the product is glucose, sugars, cellulose, and starch. Okay, and also important. It also important in amino acid and fatty acid synthesize. Okay, yang digunakan untuk benda-benda sintesis fatty acid and amino acid. So the equation. Okay, so the equation that you must know ada dalam di SKP kamu. You must know how to write the equation of the photosynthesis process. So equation dia adalah plus 24 water. Okay, kita ikut dalam buku teks kamu sebab yang ni saya guna buku lama. Okay, sorry, kita betulkan dekat sini. Okay, kita ikut the Kssm punya textbook. Okay, dia tulis macam ni. 12 water plus 6 carbon dioxide. Okay. In presence of light energy and using the chlorophyll to trap the light energy to form carbohydrate plus oxygen plus water. So this is the equation of the photosynthesis process. Okay. Now, this is the yang saya tunjuk tadi lah. Okay, the equation of the photosynthesis process. Carbon dioxide, okay, plus water, form glucose and oxygen. Right? Okay, this is how dia balancing lah. So, from the light energy, they will form the chemical energy. Light energy daripada mana? Cahaya matahari tadi. Chemical energy adalah carbohydrate. Okay. Now, we are going to the next subtopic. Okay. After you know the mechanism of the photosynthesis, then you know the equation of the photosynthesis. Now, you learn the comparison between the light dependent and light independent reaction in the photosynthesis. You also can refer your textbook, page 45. Okay, so light dependent reaction both occur in chloroplast. Dua-dua memang berlaku dekat chloroplast. Okay, both during the day, bukan waktu malam sahaja, bukan waktu siang saja. Dua-dua sebenarnya berlaku pada waktu siang. Cuma yang pertama, dia depends on the sunlight, dan another one, dia not depends on the sunlight. Itu saja perbezaan dia. Okay, light dependent reaction, the differences. Ingat, compare and contrast must be have similarities. So, this is the similarities. Okay. So, remember, I told you similarities must have word both. Okay, so this is the differences. Okay, if you see the word compare and contrast, that means mesti ada similarities and differences. Okay, light dependent reaction requires sunlight. Light independent does not require sunlight. Okay, light dependent reaction substance is water. Photolysis of water berlaku. Light independent reaction substances adalah carbon dioxide. Light independent product oxygen. Light independent product glucose. Okay. Sorry, light dependent product oxygen. Light independent product glucose. Okay. Light dependent reaction involve photolysis of water. Kenapa photolysis of water? Dia nak hasilkan oksigen tadi. Okay. Yang this one, they involve reduction of carbon dioxide using energy that from the light dependent reaction. So this is the comparison between the light dependent reaction and light independent reactions. Okay. Now, we are going to look the factors that affect the rate of photosynthesis. So, 3 factors that affect the rate of photosynthesis. One is light intensity, one is temperature, one is concentration of carbon dioxide. Sebab ketiga-tiga ni perlu carbon dioxide, perlu, tak ada carbon dioxide, tak ada photosynthesis. No light intensity, no photosynthesis. Temperature juga penting untuk depend sama ada dia menjalankan light dependent or light independent. Alright, this is the experiment lah. Okay. This is the environmental factors that affect the rate of photosynthesis. Okay. So, ini graf dia. Maksudnya semakin tinggi light intensity, semakin tinggi the rate of photosynthesis sampailah dia berada dalam keadaan constant. Temperature. So look at here, pada suhu yang panas, dia punya reaction adalah pada tahap maksimum. Maksudnya banyak cahaya matahari, dia punya fotosintesis berlaku pada tahap maksimum. Carbon dioxide concentration. So, the more carbon dioxide concentration, the higher the rate of photosynthesis until they reach the constant level. Okay, so these 3 factors that affect the rate of photosynthesis. Okay. The rate of photosynthesis increases with increasing light intensity. So, light must be the limiting factor. At the high light intensities, there is no change in the rate of photosynthesis. The rate is now limited by a factor other than light. Example, carbon dioxide concentration. Maksudnya macam ni. Masa ni suhu panas sangat. So, banyak sangat cahaya matahari. Sepatutnya semakin tinggi light intensity, semakin tinggi fotosintesis tu. Tetapi pada masa ini, carbon dioxide dah reduce. Okay, the concentration of carbon dioxide reduced. So, without carbon dioxide, photosynthesis cannot carry on. Okay, so that we said this carbon dioxide is the limiting factor. Okay, temperature. Okay, the rate of photosynthesis increases with an increase in temperature. At optimum temperature, the rate of photosynthesis is maximum. At high temperatures, enzymes are denatured. So, photosynthesis stops. So, remember, stroma contain enzyme. So, this enzyme will denature if the temperature too high. So, masa ni walaupun tinggi dia punya sunlight, okay, tetapi bila suhu terlalu tinggi, enzyme are denatured, so photosynthesis akan stop. So, dia akan terus turun ke bawah. Tak ada lagi photosynthesis process. Okay, carbon dioxide concentration. Okay, the rate of photosynthesis increasing with the increasing of carbon dioxide. So, we said the carbon dioxide is the limiting factor. Okay, maksudnya banyak carbon dioxide, banyaklah photosynthesis. As the carbon dioxide is increasing, there is no increase in the rate of photosynthesis because another factor is the limiting the rate. Example, light intensity. Maksudnya banyak sangat carbon dioxide, so memang tinggilah the photosynthesis process. But pada masa ni, sunlight, light or light energy lah, sunlight lah. Okay, sunlight dah tak ada dah. Dah drop. So, light intensity is the limiting factor. Sekarang dia dah melimitkan carbon dioxide.